Welcome to the Old Time Radio Superman Show. This is your host, Adam Graham, coming to you from Boise, Idaho. As we get into another exciting adventure, last time we left, we had Jimmy Olson swimming in the sea, trying to save someone who was a fake whistler. Would go in and whistle in order to be able to steal food and frighten the superstitious sailors. Well, we're going to find out what happened with this rescue attempt. Before we do get started, I want to encourage you to check out our magazine at Laser and Sword. Laser and Sword, bringing you exciting new serial fiction. For those of you who love this old-time stuff, I'd urge you to check out Laser and Sword. We have a new issue out, issue 6. You can get ours from our store, lulu.com/lasersword. I do also encourage everybody to always cast a vote for us once a month on Podcast Alley. And we did get a comment. In your comments of the current Last of the Clipper Ship storyline, it sounds to me like you're calling the main character Pete Barnaby. If so, this is correct. The character's name is Teak Barnaby. You know, the first couple of episodes make clear that he's so named for his wooden peg leg made of teak wood. Well, that raises an interesting question, because he's just made himself a new leg. Does he have some extra teak wood on board? And what if it's named a pine? Does he become Pine Barnaby? Okay, but Teak Barnaby does make some sense. I wonder if I pronounce the antagonist name, if I'll get more comments and more votes on Podcast Alley. Well, we'll see after the show. Anyway, let's go ahead right now and get into tonight's episode, Last of the Clipper Ships, past part 14.
Presenting the transcription feature, Superman! Look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
And now, Superman, strange visitor from the planet Krypton, who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, star reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle against crime and injustice. Like a phantom vessel, the Clara M, last of the old clipper ships, moves southward toward Panama through a shroud of gray and swirling fog. Aboard her, encountering many mysterious adventures, are Clark Kent and young Jimmy Olson. The greatest of mysteries has been that of the Whistler, a sailor who many years ago was washed overboard in a storm, and who is said to return to the Clara M at night, walking her decks whistling. But in our last episode, Jimmy Olson discovered the Whistler to be a boy of his own age, who has been a stowaway on the clipper ship. A fight ensued between the stowaway and Jimmy, a fight which ended in both boys falling overboard, locked in each other's arms. Supporting the unconscious boy, Jimmy tried valiantly to swim to the Clara M, but without success. Slowly, the red and green riding lights of the ship slipped into the thick fog and were gone. Meanwhile, aboard the clipper, Clark Kent and peg-leg Teak Barnaby are walking the wet deck. Listen.
Strange, Barnaby. Very strange. I was so sure I heard a cry for help coming to us out of the fog.
Well, fog's a peculiar something, Mr. Kent. Makes you hear things that ain't there. Now come away from that rail and stop staring off into the soup. There's nothing you heard but your imagination.
Jimmy ought to be on deck by this time. He went below to get a flashlight. You better get up toward the forward companionway. I said I'd meet him there.
Well, there's the forward companionway just ahead, Mr. Kent. You can just make out the light from the doorway shining yellow in the fog.
Yes. Fog seems to be getting worse, Barnaby. Can't see a hand 2 feet in front of you.
Eh? I've sailed the seas a lifetime, Mr. Kent. And I've yet to see it thicker than this. Fit to slice it yet. Now, here's the forward companionway, and no sign of a line.
No. Barnaby, you go on with the search for the Whistler. I'm going down to Jimmy's cabin.
Right you are, Mr. Kent. We'll run into each other again somewhere around the deck.
Right.
See you later.
Here's Jimmy's room. Door's open and the oil lamp is lit. Jimmy's not here. Oh, funny he wasn't... Wait a minute, what's this? Chair knocked over. Package of bicarbonate of soda spilled all over the floor. Hello, what in the world? Why, there's another room next to Jimmy's. More a closet than a room. Oh, sliding panel. What's this lying on the floor? Something wrapped in a large piece of oiled silk. No time to examine it. Something's happened to Jimmy, I'm sure of it now. And that cry for help coming through the fog astern of the Clara M. Of course.
This is a job for Superman. Gotta get on deck. I've got to get there fast. Now then, Jimmy's out there somewhere. He either fell or was thrown overboard. That was his cry for help, I heard. Well, fog or no fog, I'll find him. Up, up, and away!
Can't. No, I can't. I can just see a foghorn of Clara M. Must be a mile away. This fella's heavy. He's coming too. Take it easy. Stay on your back in the water. I've got my hand under your chin. You can't sink so long as I keep it close. You're trying to save me. Trying to save us both. You'll never make it. Not with me, you won't. Just let me go. Shut up. I ain't afraid. Honest, I ain't. It'll be over quick. Shut up. I can't swim. The boat's going down. We won't. Oh, my arms getting tired. Can hardly lift them. We're going under. Going under.
It's hard to pierce this fog. Don't see a thing on the water. Not a sign of Jimmy. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I only thought I heard that cry for help. And Jimmy's safe aboard the Clara M. Yeah. There's the foghorn of the Clara M. Must be all of a mile from here. Jim had fallen or was pushed overboard. He wouldn't be any further away than this. Well, I haven't spotted him, so I must be wrong. Better return to the ship. I'll swing around. Wait! There below. Thought I saw two heads bobbing on the surface. Two. Wait, there they are again. Two people, and they're fighting. They're going under. Gotta dive for them. Down! Down! Dark down here under the water. Almost pitch dark. Wait, there they are. Sinking. Still locked in each other's arms. I got him. Now, up to the surface, and fast, up!
Keeping from the fog-bound water, Superman speeds toward the Clara M, carrying the unconscious forms of Jimmy and the unknown stowaway in his arms. Meanwhile, the ship's crew, after a fruitless search for the Whistler, gather in the forecastle.
It's like I've always said, the Whistler is a phantom, a will-o'-the-wisp.
Hey, good lush, man, that's superstitious, Doc. Just because you can't find the Whistler doesn't mean to say he's a spirit.
Yeah? What do you know about it? We've been over this tub looking for the Whistler 2 times and we ain't never seen him. Ain't that proof enough that he don't exist in flesh and blood? What do you say, Limey?
I'm not saying a word, not a blimmin' word I ain't. I've had my say. And what happened? Just when I led you all to victory, when we could have taken this here ship and sailed where we pleased, you all turned tail and joined up with Barnaby again. Sure, I believe the Whistler's a spirit, but I ain't saying a word about it, not one bloomin' word.
Well, 'tis myself that says let's go to Barnaby and demand to be set ashore at the nearest port. And if Barnaby refuses...
All right, Mr. Kent. Bring him in here.
Oh, the saints in heaven. It's the captain himself carrying a lad in his arms.
Aye, and with Mr. Kent behind him, carrying young Jimmy. Hey, good lush, man, they're fair soap.
They ain't drowned, are they?
Oh, still breathing, both of them.
Oh, good.
Mr. Kent and me found them on deck. So how they got there is beyond me. Also was near us, so we brought them here. Clear them bunks off.
Aye, lend a hand, lad. Come on.
Must have fell overside, both of them.
Hey, but if they fell overside, how did they get on board again? And who's the other lad?
I don't know. Can't understand it. There's been a lot of things happening around here I can't understand.
Jimmy's coming around. Barnaby, you better work over that other boy.
Hey, lay to here, lads. Let's get the sea out of his stomach.
Oh, all right, Jimmy. Easy does it.
Mr. King, what? The other boy, the fellow with me.
Well, he's all right, too. Nothing to worry about.
But how did we get here?
No. We'll talk about that later. Right now, you've got to rest.
All then, me bucko. No, then that's better. That. Olson, Wales. You sure swallowed enough water.
Where am I?
All right, son. Now, draw some breath.
Hey, I'm alive, ain't I? I didn't drown.
You've come close to it, and you can lay to that. Now, what were you doing aboard the Clara M?
Now, let me handle this, Barnaby. Son, what's your name?
Mike Flanagan. But all the guys call me Pug. Hey, where's me pal? Hey, the guy would save me. Oh, there he is. Gee, thanks a million, pal. If not
Now,
for you...
wait a minute, Pug. Wait a minute. How did you get on board the Clara M?
I stowed away. I've been hiding in that secret closet in me pal's cabin.
Jimmy's cabin?
Yeah. Is that his name? Hiya, Jim. Hiya, Pug.
How did you find the secret closet?
Well, I got into the cabin before anybody came aboard. I leaned against the wall with me hand, and this here secret panel slid back.
Secret panel? Olson, Wales.
And you've stowed away ever since?
Yeah, and nobody would have found me. Only tonight I caught the chicken from the galley. I guess I ate it too fast. I hadn't had nothing to eat in a long time, and Jimmy cramped. Jimmy here heard me moaning. Yeah, but never mind all this. He saved my life. Where is he? Let me go to him, huh? Take it easy, fella. I'm okay. Yeah, but you saved me life. Even after I tried to knock you off. Oh, go on. You wouldn't have... Yes, I would. I'm like that. Anybody gets in me way,
This chicken you stole from the galley. How did you manage it?
I whistled outside the galley and scared the cook. He ran out of the galley to get help, and I went in and took the chicken.
Here, do you mean to say, laddie,
yeah,
that you're...
I've been making believe I'm the whistler. I heard you guys talking about him, so I made out I was him. But just to get food, see, I didn't mean nothing by it. Except one night Jimmy came after me, followed me up the rigging, and I had a jump in his hand till he fell. Yeah, but there's something funny I gotta tell you.
You told enough. Well, men, you see where your superstition has gotten you all? Here's your fancy whistle for you, the stowaway. Now maybe you'll realize what fools you've all been.
Well, 'tis me myself that's saying I was in the wrong, and I reckon the whole crew will join me in them sentiments.
Well, I'm glad to see you men have regained your senses. Now perhaps we can continue our cruise around the world in peace.
Yeah, but listen, there's something you gotta know.
And enough for that later, lad. Right now you need rest.
Yeah, but you don't understand about the whistler.
Well, what about the whistler?
Well, I'm not the whistler. Not the real one.
All right, lad. All right, now. Just take
But
it
I
easy.
tell you I'm not. I just made believe I was when I needed food. But there is a whistler. A real one. On board this ship. I know. I heard him myself.
What do you mean, you've heard him?
Well, it looks as if the mystery of the Whistler isn't solved after all. But it will be in our next episode, so be sure to hear it with Superman.
Tune in the next thrilling installment of the transcription feature, Superman.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman! Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.
Welcome back. Well, that was interesting about Bob Barnaby. Oh, wait, that was too obvious. Darn. Anyway, my wife actually made a pretty interesting point. That this is a favorite shtick of the writers on the program. The idea of a character unseen. And how is it that he's able to do this unseen? We've seen this many times. There was the Invisible Man series, where an invisible man was haunting in effort to bring justice to a corrupt district attorney. So first time we saw it was with the first was the Invisible Man back in November 1940. Well, they skipped it for a while, and then we got the Whisperer. Not anything like the Whistler, but the Whisperer. And now that you think about it, you also had the Howling Coyote. Who's making that coyote sound? Unexplained sounds really are at the core of this show. But we're still now left with a mystery about who the Whistler is. Well, they promised they're going to let us know next episode, so we're going to hold them to it. But that's it for today's episode. I encourage you to email me, adam@adamsweb.us. Check out our show notes, and our magazine, lasersword.adamsweb.us. For now, from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.